welcome back to another video by Mr. Projects. I know it's been a little while, but I'm back. I now have the new Walbro fuel pump to go onto the sender. Bought a genuine one. The Chinese stuff just doesn't cut it, so you might as well do it properly the first time. So that's the Walbro fuel pump that we're going to be putting onto the sender. We're going to have to fix this sender up and remove the rust. And this is the fuel tank sealer kit that we are going to be putting through the tank. Comes with, what's this, Rust Blast. I think this is Aqua Clean, and then the 1 litre of the tank sealer. So before we do anything, we're going to be fixing these two little holes. There's one just there and one there, and then once they're welded up, we're going to be putting the this kit through it. And then once that's done, we're going to be cleaning this up, putting the new fuel pump on, and then I'm probably going to leave the tank for about a week, let it sit and cure so it's 100% good. And then after all of that, I do have a fair few new things. We're going to be making a brand new dump pipe. I have a mandrel bend. We're going to be cutting that in half, and then I've got a metre length of 3-inch. It's all 3-inch mild steel to make the dump pipe. I already do have a dump pipe, but it is not very good. I'll show you when I pull it out of the boot of the car. That's why we've opted to make a new one, and I bought a new 3-inch V-band flange as well, so we can have a V-band at the top of the turbo and then one at the bottom connecting to the rest of the exhaust pipe. So we're going to get the tank out and we're going to weld that up first, and then after that's done, we're going to be putting this through the tank. I've never used this before, so it doesn't look too hard to do, but probably do a time lapse of that. So let's get into it. Tape it all up, boil the jug, add this in, the Aqua Clean. I'm going to shake it up, hopefully get rid of all the shit. Look at that, that's after the 2 chemicals. So, it's safe to say this stuff really does work. Look at that, that is insane how clean that's come up. So now, I'll dry it out and put the sealer in it. So here we have the dirty old fuel sender. So we're going to take off the pump, and I've just got a tray here with a bag over it because I'm going to be using this rust dissolver. So I'm going to strip this off, strip all the wires off, and then coat it in this and hit it with a wire brush and see how it comes up. And then I'm going to pour a bit down inside there and hopefully be able to clean it up. By the looks of things, it is actually working. It's eating all the rust off it. It's only been on there for about 10 minutes, I think. Rust is over, and I've literally just used a toothbrush, as you've seen in the video, wiped it over the whole thing, used a little bit of the wire brush, and I think I might just let it sit there for a little while, and then I might go in and wash it off with some hot water or I might just take it out the front and gurney it off, and we'll go from there. Just hit it with the pressure washer, and look at that. That's actually come up really, really good. Considering it was just packed full of rust, can't believe how well that's actually come up. Blew all down the lines, pretty much got rid of most of it. So now I'm going to put the pump on. And we should be looking pretty good. Back to the tank. I didn't really show anyone, but this is the sealer I got rolled around inside the tank. So it's all been sealed up, covered up all the rust. You got to allow 90, it says 92 hours for that to cure. So probably on the weekend I'm going to put this sender unit back inside the tank, get the tank in the car, and hopefully started to turn into a table, because it's been sitting here for so long. So let's get we'll get the fuel pump on this. Just before I do put the fuel pump on the sender, I know it's been a little while since you've seen the engine bay. So the new things in the bay, we have a new fuel reg. It's a Tomei copy, which I'm hoping it's going to work for this application, because this is not a full massive horsepower car. This is just going to be a cruiser. So hopefully that works. If it doesn't, like it didn't in the past, I bought crappy Chinese ones and they didn't work, but this one looked like the better style of Chinese crap. But let's just hope it works. I've put the radiator in. I just gave it a quick coat of paint. I got a turbo beanie off a mate of mine, and I've just tidied up a little bit of wiring, added in the AN fittings to the rocker cover. Trying to think what else I've done. Another thing that I did do was I extended the wiring in the so this is the airflow meter wiring. I have extended that. I added an extra, I think about a meter. So then this can actually go down underneath the car in there. So there's no airflow meter in the engine bay. Just tidy things up a bit. So moving on from the car. Now let's put the fuel pump on. So I've run into a bit of a problem. As you can see, this fuel pump ain't going to fit. I am now remembering from when I did mine, I ended up cutting that off and ended up cutting this down to get all of this to fit. So I'm going to cut this off and cut this down a little bit, and then I'll be back. So I've cut the end off, as you can see, and I also cut this little tab off, which should now allow us to fit the pump with ease, just like so. We go like that. Going to do a little test to make sure that there's power getting into the pump. So I'm just going to power it up. And there you go. Everything's working. Happy days. So there you have it, guys. That's the new Walbro 255 fuel pump on the sender that was all rusted out. It's all fixed now. It's looking great. Everything works. I powered it up as you've seen. So Next things next is I need to put that inside the fuel tank, but it's only been 3 days, so you actually need 4 days until you can actually put the sender back inside the tank. So what I'm going to do is I will probably end the video here, upload this one, everyone's going to be able to watch this, and in the next couple of days I'm going to be putting this back in the tank, putting fuel in it, pressure testing everything, and then hopefully starting the car. So leave a thumbs up, stay tuned, leave a comment, and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.